Shannon, will Prescott be able to live up to all the money he's making?
Skip, the question, so I think the way you're asking this is that multiple championships. I believe he has to win one. If he wins one, I believe it will be, I think you will agree it will be justified. Just one.
I'll buy that.
Just one.
Yeah.
Because, $75 million in year one, I think he's making 107 over the first, 13, 14 months because he got the 31 last year, Skip. So with that being said, I think if he wins a championship, he'll pay the deal off. Now, Skip, Jordan Brand, and they're getting into the football. But, Skip, a football cleat is not like a basketball cleat. I agree. And because it's specifically designed for one thing, to be worn on a grass field. It's not like basketball. I can wear it with jeans. I can wear it with shorts. I can wear it with a tuxedo. I'm out at any event. I can wear sneakers because sneakers are part of that guy on the right, that Michael Jordan. He made the sneaker. You know what? It's more than a basketball shoe. Mm-hmm. I can rock it. It says a lot. People look at your shoes and they judge you by the shoes that you're actually wearing, Skip. But when I look at football versus basketball, Skip, here's brand Jordan athletes in basketball: Zion Williamson, Jason Tatum, Luka, CP3, Russell, Carmelo Anthony. And we look at the athletes in football: Kyle Pitts, Devontae Adams, Tyrann Mathieu, Michael Thomas, Le'Veon Bell, Joe Hayden, and Chase Claypool.
Okay.
It's different.
It's different.
It's very different. And the thing is, Skip, a football signature shoe is not the same. And when a football player switches, shoe companies, Skip, it doesn't have to get the same buzz as that when Kobe left Adidas and went to Nike.
Yep.
Or when one of these guys leaves, one shoe company and goes to another. Yep. But I'm happy for him. I love the shoe. I love what he's done. And Skip, it just, for whatever reason, football, they don't get the endorsement. Tom Brady did $12 million. With all of his endorsements. He's Under Armour, UGG boots, Foot Locker, International Watch Company, IWC, Molecule Mattress, total $12 million. LeBron alone with Nike is 32. KD's 28. Steph Curry is 20. So it's levels to this. But I'm happy for him. I believe I will say, Skip, within 5 years, if he wins a Super Bowl, one Super Bowl, money well spent, Jerry. Money well spent.
Okay. By the way, we don't know exactly how much Dak makes off the field. Right. This will enhance it. And I don't know if it'll enhance it by a lot. But
because he got something with the yoga company. He got a mattress.
The last time I checked, he had around a dozen national endorsement deals.
Right.
What did I campaign for? Please, Dak, please take a little hometown discount. No. Because you are the quarterback of America's team, and whoever gets to ride that horse gets to ride it into the Madison Avenue sunset.
Yeah, you got to maximize it.
Okay. Well, that should help you in your negotiations with Jerry take a little less money for cap purposes so that you can win multiple Super Bowls as I thought you could from the start.
Can't do that.
Well, he didn't do that because he went to quote unquote war with Jerry Jones back in 2019 and he won the war. Yeah. And Jerry admitted at the signing session, you got me.
Because like you, Jerry was stubborn.
Yeah, well, Jerry admitted to the man's face, to number 4's face, right there at the signing press conference. He said, "I overpaid you."
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll buy that. I was glad that he got it done. That Dak is now a Dallas Cowboy because we were getting closer and closer to one more year and gone. Right. Okay, so let's quickly go back to what happened, and this is why I'm dreading next year for Dak Prescott. Okay, so remember 2019 starts. They play 3 bad teams. It was Washington, New York, and Miami. They were just bad. You called them garbage teams. Yeah, they were. And he put up sensational numbers, and all of a sudden Jerry's saying the deal is imminent. That's what he said after the opening game at home. It's imminent, as in days, like we're about to get it signed. Well, if it's imminent, then you've agreed on the finances, right? The dollar figures are agreed on. Well, not so fast, Jerry, because the agent Todd France informed him somehow after the third game.
You do.
What the? Hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, of course, with my buddy Cowboy Jobu, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, this literally does not work. So let's get open for business here, and let's wake up the football gods this afternoon. Hope everybody's having a great Friday. And I hadn't really watched that. That clip before I put it up here. Hold on.
Question.
Well, hold on. Let me check the mic.
Mic sound nice, check 1. My mic sound nice, check 2. My mic sound nice, check 3. Are you ready?
Are you ready? What's up, Mike? You got a question for it. What's the question, man?
Okay, so he's talking about winning at least one Super Bowl. Is that why his brother got snubbed? Because they won at least one.
Oh.
No, I'm not throwing shame at his brother, but he was the second best wide receiver when he played.
Yeah, true.
I said, is that why he got snubbed? Because they won at least one Super Bowl.
It could be, but, I'm sitting here thinking,
He did.
There's a lot of quarterbacks. We've been skewed because of Tom Brady winning so many and things like that.
7,
but the reality,
8 before he retires.
Reality is look. They say Aaron Rodgers is the bad man. He got one, and right now he may be sitting out. I don't know. Although
I think he'll still go to the Hall of Fame.
Oh, he'll go to the Hall of Fame. But I'm saying they say he's one of the greatest quarterbacks out there. He only got one. We look at Russell Wilson. And when Russell Wilson, before he was balling out, he got one with the great defense,
But they didn't get the ball to Marshawn Lynch.
Oh, that's what, what?
I was there.
Yeah, I remember that.
Watching it I was in the same city. They didn't want to give the ball to Marshawn Lynch because they didn't want to get the MVP. That's why I was like, we're going to try this play that worked.
All right. Okay. But we're going to get into it. We got a lot to get into here. Hold on.
I don't think.
Ladies first, man. Be a gentleman. Come on. Be cool. Be cool. Let's take care of the ladies real quick. Miss Charles, who was in here early. What's up, Miss Charles? There's officially Coco. Toya, are you new here, Toya? Toya, are you new? Toya, you must be new. I think Toya is new. Stacy Schubert. Stacy, always here. What's up, Stacy? How you doing? Lola, what's up, Lola? Lola, your hot sauce is the bomb. That hot sauce, did you try that? The Trinidad Scorpion Reaper, whatever, Death hot sauce. Oh, okay. That's some good stuff there. There's Shay. What's up, Shay? Shay? And Gina Thorne. What's up, Gina? How you doing? Welcome to the show, everybody, tonight. Hope everybody's doing good. All right, so back to your point. One thing. You'll notice we got a different camera angle for Michael tonight, okay? Right now, what you see in front of you, I think, is actually pretty cool because that is our first end table, okay? People have been asking me, hey, man, how do I get one? I don't know just yet. I still have to figure out the shipping and everything else. But that's actually the table, the very first one. And what we going to do is we're actually going to give that one away in a couple of weeks, a couple of shows from now. Anybody that does a super chat will be entered into it and, get ready to get started for the season and all that. We'll give it away. I got to make one more. So before I give it away, I've got to make sure I know how to make another one. So that's the original. That's the first one. Why a grown man kept counting another man's pocket gets off Dax. Dana Jett, shout out to you. I agree with you on that one. You can see Skip Bayless can't stand the fact that Dak Prescott got paid. He should have taken a home TD. What? I'm sorry. I missed that whole thing of people taking a home team discount and helping to win. They had him as a home team discount for 4 years and didn't do shit with that, did they?
He got the highest paid guarantee as of right now.
But you know what's funny? His cap number is only like 6th. Look, the Eagles paid more money for Carson Wentz to get the fuck out.
Yeah, Carson Wentz screwed them over because he could have went to Chicago and they could have got more.
What's even crazier is next year when Dak Prescott's balloon payment starts up, they'll still be paying him less next year than they paid Carson Wentz this year not to play for him. So I'm tired of hearing. You know what? I really wish I hadn't even done that because Skip Bayless I tell you what, I realize a couple of things here. My wife has now gotten into HDT, do-it-yourself channel, whatever the frick it is, okay? And me being a contractor, me being a person who does building and builds everything, watching it, literally, it's just like, you can't do that. That shit's not going to last 2 weeks. There's no way you did it for that money. It's all fake.
What did Mr. Lucas say when he worked for him?
What's that?
About the jobs.
Oh, it's like I would say you can't. Don't. Hey, man, that ain't right. Will it last long enough for us to get a check?
Exactly.
But
what they do on ICTV.
But no, I realize that it's fake.
Of course.
Okay, and it's like if I were to do some of the stuff that they did on those shows,
you probably lose your license.
I'd be getting callbacks within 2 weeks. It's not real, and I see. This stuff that they put up here is not real either. It's for entertainment purposes. It is scripted because if you watch every one of those shows are exactly the same.
That's how
they find this terrible house and this couple that, we need a bigger house and everything else, and it's going to be great. And of course, they come up with some crazy stuff like peel and stick wallpaper. Oh, this will look good. Oh, we'll take some 2x4s, we'll cut little vertical slats and we'll just tack them on the wall, and that'll look great. And now all of a sudden we're going to sell it for 3 times the amount of money or whatever. And then people come, then of course there's always a problem that they didn't see. Oh no. And then, of course, they come back from commercial and then they call it, well, here, we got a major problem here, but here's the solution for you. Oh, well, that sounds great. And every time they come in, they always get a neighbor, somebody who lives down the street. They always come in and say, wow, I grew up in here. This looks beautiful. Everything is so beautiful. The same comment. Everybody, you look at this and say, the Stepford Wives?
What's the other one?
Or they literally are, being paid just to do it. It's fake. And that's the feeling that I get when I watch Shannon and Skip.
But see,
it's fake.
See, what they do is because my generation has more short-term memory than any other generation. Mm-hmm. So they figured out, we'll put this out there, and then just about a week or so, people will forget about it.
I guess so.
That's what they do. And a lot of people in my generation, they don't look up that stuff to see if there's any truth to it.
It's bullshit. It really is just straight up bullshit.
You look up half stuff that they say, you'll find that's not what they say.
Well, I just say pick a side. Either hate Dak Prescott or like Dak Prescott, because as soon as he signed the contract, my quarterback is signed, and he was trying to do that little the skip dance.
Whoa. Isn't he the same guy?
And now you're you should have taken a Home D discount.
No. Isn't he the same guy who threw his jersey in the trash and then got out of the trash before he got paid?
Perez, what do you mean? What look.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, real hate, man, that's like an art form, man. It's like you like a born a hater, like myself, man. A lot of cats think they hate, but man, I'm mad, I'm mad at everything, man. Brother got a nice car, man. Why you got a car, man? I only got one car. Why you got 3 cars or a wife or all that, man? That's played out, man. I hate on it till he's totally it ain't got nothing like me, you know what I'm saying? Cause
Charlena. Hey, me and my husband are live watching and finally got to subscribe. Charlena. Welcome, Charlena. Wait.
David Wiley in the house.
I got to add David Wiley. We got to get him. David, how are we getting you your rack? Your football. Charlena.
We got to meet up at some point.
Charlena White and Toya.
Maybe me.
You're not Toya Jackson, are you?
Maybe meet us halfway.
All the ladies get into the ladies drawing. My man Joseph Heatherly is probably mad at me because I have to get all of the ladies who have been winners emails and forward. I suck at doing paperwork.
Or just get his email and put it out to the universe.
Well, I don't want. I've got to make sure that's right. But thank you, Charlena, for subscribing and for the super chat. You're also now entered for a piece of furniture for your house with our Jobu Sports very first end table. That's right there in front of Michael Anthony. So listening to this bipolar idiot about the shoes. So here's the thing
about the shoes.
Well, you know what?
He making making Dak Jordans or whatever they're calling them, and he's building his brand.
He's building his brand, but see, here's the thing, because they're like, it's football cleats only. But you know what?
Oh, they're football.
Yeah, but I want you to think about where Nike was before Air Jordans. Who would have thought that Michael Jordan having a shoe, and when they came out with the pump and all that it would create and be as big? We're talking about a basketball shoe. A basketball shoe.
The athletes have their own shoes now.
Because of Michael Jordan, because it was groundbreaking. So what has Michael Jordan done now? We're in uncharted waters. Do you think that the only shoes that they're going to sell are going to be, long turf cleats? Because, see, back in my day, we had different types of turf shoes. Now, we had the Omni Turf, which instead of having the rubber in it, it had sand in it, which was a bitch because you'd get the the strawberries. We'd wear socks and stuff over our forearms and stuff. It's the same basic, like the Omni Turf was the same it was the first long strand of stuff, but they filled it with sand. They hadn't come up with the technology for rubber. Yeah, it was sand. It was fast, but man, you'd come up and you got sand all in your cup. Mike J, what's up? Shout out to Mike J. Mike J with the super chat. So I'm thinking, because we had two types of turf shoes. We had regular grass cleats, of course, which had, 1/2 inch to 5/8 inch thick screw-in cleats. And then we also had the turf ones, which had the small rubber pieces on it, which you could walk around anywhere with. So I'm guaranteeing that they're not going to say, oh, we can only make field shoes. I can guarantee you there's going to be a walk around the yard, walk around the mall, Dak Prescott Jordan shoe. I have that feeling that name brand and tying him in with the Dallas Cowboys, the fact that...
Jerry Jones going to try to get a piece of that.
Hey, Jerry Jones got Miss Jackie. What's up, Miss Jackie? No, Jerry Jones can't get a piece of Jordan's brand. That's an individual shoe deal.
I understand that, but you want to have it. You want to have something that have Dallas Cowboy colors on them and that kind of stuff.
Nothing Jerry can do about getting his hands in that deal. Not unless he partners up with Jordan.
What you going to think? You going to think that they're going to do Dallas Cowboy colors?
Of course they are.
So that's what I mean by him getting.
The Cowboys don't own Cowboy colors. They don't have a patent on blue and silver.
Yeah, they really don't have a patent on that on the logo either.
I mean, come on. Alan Williams, what's up? Gina Thorne, Miss Jackie, Thomas Garrett. I remember the screw-in cleats. Yeah, right, because, and they still have the screw-in cleats. I love the screw, because get those extra long ones when we got in the mud, and man.
When I attempted to play with
Sean, what is my favorite shoe brand? I mean, I don't really have one. Okay. Here's what you have to understand. I've never been one of those guys. That I look for something for a brand to impress somebody else. I look for a pair of shoes that are comfortable. Now, for me, I have to say this. This is how bad I am. There are Nike Air Monarchs, okay? Nike Air Monarchs, okay? They're only about $60-$70 a pair. But I have Fred Flintstone feet. Seriously. I have very flat, wide feet. They are terrible fitting, and it's hard to get shoes that are comfortable. The Air Monarchs, for whatever reason, are about one of the few tennis shoes that out the box I can wear. So I got a white pair. I got one with red trim. I got a black pair. I got like 4 different pairs of those because they actually feel comfortable. I have a pair that looks just like they beat to hell because they're beat to hell because I'm always wearing them out in the yard and the workshop and stuff. So those Air Monarchs work really good. And it's not like an Air Jordan. I'm not going to ever be that guy because I look at spending that money on shoes. I'd rather go ahead and pay a bill or try and put some money towards the future and let it grow. I don't want to be Warren Sapp where I declare bankruptcy and I got 5,000 pairs of Nikes.
I think
hold up. Whoa. Stop everything. Stop everything.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, real hating, man, that's like an art form, man. It's like you like a born hater, like myself, man. A lot of cats think they hate, but man, I mean, I'm mad at everything, man.
We got a true hater in the house.
I only got one car. Why you got
We have an equal opportunity hater up in here. I'm actually amazed that this guy, he hates everybody.
Yeah, that's what
and that's Toby. Toby 616. Toby, we're gonna change your name. No, you gotta change the numbers. Toby, you got to go from 616 to just 666 because use the devil. Use the mother humping devil because you were up there. You were up there on Mike Fisher's channel. You hating on him. You come in here hate. Do you hate on everybody? Do you just wake up every morning just hating everything? I hate the sun. I hate the sun. I hate air. Clean air. I hate. You just hate everything, don't you? You hate everything, don't you? Good God. I guess a real hater just hates everything. Toby 666. Anyway, we have concluded minicamp for the Dallas Cowboys. And I was sitting here because I'm excited because a couple of things, okay? You guys up here know, thanks to Joseph Heatherly, okay? Because of Joseph Heatherly, I have the football gods right here. The 77 Dallas Cowboys. And was it 2 years ago? Yeah, I guess it was 2 years ago. We got Randy White and Tony Dorsett's signature on there. Okay, that's two of them. Come the 10th, 11th, and 12th of July, they're having another autograph signing show, and Drew Pearson will be there, okay? I've gotten Drew Pearson, or you've gotten Drew Pearson's autograph from some stuff. Stuart sent me, D2 Stu sent me actually a print of autograph by Drew Pearson.
Yeah, we did the interview. That's why I got it.
Right, but I didn't. I mean, I was like, I already got it. I got an interview. I can't ask for your autograph too, okay? Because he was like, my beer's getting warm, so I was like, okay, he's getting antsy, so I don't want to piss him off. But
you won't mind giving it to you this time.
But you know what we have to do when we go see him? I got to play that clip for him from when he was saying that, if I was going against these garbage ass defensive backs, I'd be in Huntsville, the prison, because I'd be stealing off of these mother humpers. So definitely got to take that clip with me. But we're going to take this and get that signed by him. We're going to get some Jobu t-shirts autographed that we'll do for giveaways and things like that. So I'm excited about that. So we got that in between while we end up having this break. So I was looking back through that and also looking at the Hall of Fame game, because the Hall of Fame game, the Cowboys will be playing on the 5th of August. 5th of August. Less than 2 months. The Cowboys versus Steelers.
Oh, yeah, they get the open camp.
Mike Fisher's job is to clickbait and spread fake news. Come on, Toby. Give the man a break, man. Listen, everybody kind of clickbaits a little bit, okay? Just a little bit. They want you to come in, because you know what? If you didn't see it, would you truly come in and say, oh, man, no, see? You got to entice the people, okay? It's just kind of like the carnival. You had the guy out front of the carnival talking about the bearded lady. Step right up. Come on in, folks. And then you get in there, it's like, I think that shit's just like glued on. She ain't really bearded. But you happy you went. You had fun, man. Come on, man. It's a way of getting you to come in and interact. Because you know what, Toby? You enjoyed it because you were in there and you stayed in there. It wasn't like you went in there and said, oh, this is bullshit, let me go. You stayed in there. So he got you there. You had a good time. It's true. Maybe it wasn't exactly what you thought it was going to be about, but stop hating, man. Damn. Haters. So I was sitting here looking because I was like, okay, the Cowboys play on the 5th. I said, training camp, I think, opens up for everybody on the 28th. That doesn't give you much time. And I was double checking to see when the Cowboys are eligible to start training camp, because they are in the Hall of Fame game, which is the very first game, and that there's only 3 other preseason games for everybody else. They reduced it from 4 to 3 because they added a regular season game. Oh, don't worry. We're not changing the amount of games, guys. We're just going to take a preseason game that the veterans don't play in anyway. Okay, so the Cowboys are eligible to start practicing on the 21st of July. Today's what, the 11th?
Oh, yeah, today is 11th because when they put out the...
A month and 10 days. The Cowboys will be back at practice, or can be. We'll see if they do take that soon or not.
Sure.
And that may be one of the reasons why they decided, since they've had full participation with the off-season workouts, the OTAs and everything else, we're going to be able to start practicing a week before everybody else. Let's give the guys an extra day off so that way they feel good about it and everything else, because we've accomplished a lot. And when you think about some of the other teams that have had guys not show up until, the mandatory, which is this week for a couple practices, the guys that haven't been there for the OTAs and things like, because they're voluntary, that the Cowboys should be ahead of other teams because most of the guys live there in Dallas. Most of these guys are looking for shit to do, and that's why let's go hang out at the Star because that's a world-class facility. You don't want to go. Do you want to go hang out? If you were a player, would you want to? You've seen FedEx, their training facility for the Washington football team.
I saw the bubble. That's all I saw.
Right. It's literally. Okay, I'm going to tell you. Listen, this is a true story. This is a true freaking story, okay? Because I've got Jobu out there on that old ass turf that they have. That turf is so older than that Omni turf that I played on, okay? They have their original practice with David Wiley. They got their old ass field because we were there with D'Angelo Hall shooting a commercial. A billboard, okay? They have the bubble is new. When you see the building, the offices, you're like, it's like 2 stories.
The bubble is new?
The bubble, new in comparison to the rest of the facility.
Look dingy.
It's like, I think they built it in like 2010 or 2011, I think is when they put it out there. But check this out. No. Hold it. This is how you know you in the ghetto. Because outside of the bubble, they had porta potties. They don't have facilities and plumbing inside of there. They had porta potties outside of there.
I mean, it's an industrial.
And here's where it was even funnier too.
It's near the industrial complex over there too, where all the industrial stuff is.
Right, yeah. But it was even funnier was Jay Gruden's parking space. I got to find this picture. Was before a handicap space because you could still see the handicap logo that was on there and Jay Gruden's side. So yeah, it's a dump. So if you are a Washington football player, you go there out in the middle, like you said, in the middle of an industrial park, okay? And here it is, you got a bubble with porta potties outside of there and the training facilities. That's not someplace you want to go hang out. You go to Dallas to the Star, yeah, you've got the indoor, stadium and all that stuff, the seats to like 12,000 people. You got the outdoor fields. You've got the rehab center that you can be rehabbing with, with people who are fans. You've got the hotels that are all right there because some of the guys during the pandemic, they stayed at the Omni. Is it the Omni? Or there's the hotel that's right there.
I have like maybe 2.
And you got condos that are there. You got all these restaurants. You got the Nike store. You've got
the Dallas Cowboys store.
Even if you're not practicing, you would go hang out there just because that's a cool place to hang out. And I'm hanging with my boys. There's no place to hang out there in Ashburn. It's a freaking dump.
I had a date there once when we were out there, when we stayed with your boy.
The Star? Oh, okay. All right, cool.
You remember your boy that let us, that had the Airbnb?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when I had that.
All right, so thank you, Miss Jackie. See, Miss Jackie, shout out to Miss Jackie because Miss Jackie always keeps me in line and makes sure that I have some. But Miss Jackie, I'm still mad at you, Miss Jackie. Miss Jackie, you's a tease. See, Miss Jackie's a tease. She teased me, okay? She sent me, her and Miss Anita Applebaum, Father's Day presents. Okay, look, 2 of them.
Yeah, but Father's Day's next week.
I know that, but this came last week.
Next weekend.
Look, she said, don't open it till Father's Day. And you know what this says, right? Dak Prescott's official store gift. Happy Father's Day, Mark. So you telling me you sent me something from... Oh.
Show the address.
You sent me from Dak Prescott's store a present, and I got to sit here every day and not open it. I'm like, the package is calling me, man. It's calling. It's like, Mark, Dak here. Dak, hey, check me out. Hey, Mark. And I'm just like, stop. I don't hear nothing. I don't hear nothing. Hey, Cowboys, what's up? How you doing today? So, yeah. And then I got another one right here. Boom. Right there. NFL Shop. So I got 2 pieces. Not 1, but 2 that are sitting here every single night. Every morning I come by, I slide past this. Every evening I slide past. Every time I go outside to do an evening, I slide, and I just see it, and it's just like, oh, man. I want to open it. I want to open it. I can't do it because a man of his words is a man of his words. Brian SoCal, who's working on something new for the Jobu Shop. I said, Brian, I need you to come up with something new for the Dallas Cowboys 2021 season. That we need something that turns the page on the Jason Garrett, the coronavirus era, and gives us new hope for the future. So I said, he's like, well, what's you? I said, listen, you use your creative juices and you come up with what you think is the perfect thing. So look for that in the near future. Brian, didn't mean to put any pressure on you. Miss Jackie says, I love your control. Miss Jackie, it's been hard. It's been hard because a couple of times Michael's had to hold me back. He's literally had to hold me back a couple of times. Anyway, back to the Cowboys and having training camps. So the Cowboys can start practicing a week earlier than everybody else. Well, them and the Steelers, because they're both playing each other, which gives you a little more time to get these rookies and stuff together. And so you go next week, the rookies are still working from Monday through Friday before they're released. So for the rookies, it's only about 4 weeks of time that in between them practicing and then training camp starting. And it's only about 5 weeks for the veterans, which is good because let's face it, man, this is where I hold my breath. When I wake up in the morning, I look at my phone and pray that I don't see something about a Dallas Cowboy player that's been in a nightclub or in Vegas or something happening, because this is the time where the players are left to their own demise. And they know that, hey, I got 4 weeks of time left before I go through that grind of the season. I need to go ahead and sow some of them wild oats and stuff. James Snyder, Mark, read my comments. I'm having a lot of faith in Kevin Joseph. Well, Kevin Joseph, unfortunately, had been quarantined for 10 days, and he's a little bit behind right now. Now, he might be able to catch up with having the rookie OTAs this week and get caught up in training camp and stuff. But we'll see. We'll see where it goes. And I won't say that there's anybody who's guaranteed a starting spot just yet. I said thanks to Law Skywalker. Stacy, I'm not the only one that's sweating. Oh, Miss Jackie, see you. You know what? Oh, Stacy, thank you. Thank you, Miss Stacy. Or also known as Roland Review. So I'm not the only. See, you know what? Oh, Miss Jackie, I thought it was just me and you. You mean Skywalker and Law and all? I got to share you with all of them. Oh man. Well, at least I got a piece of you. All right. We don't need poison in our locker room. James, I agree with you on that 100%. And here's the thing that's interesting, because there's so much speculation that we would go out and we would sign Richard Sherman, KJ Wright, or Sheldon Richardson. And, had we signed those guys early, I wouldn't have minded. But I think that they have a plan, that they realize that part of the problem was last year was they did bring in so many different pieces elsewhere late that were older guys. Dontari Poe was like 31. He was the overweight lover in the house. Anyway. But yeah, he was a fat ass. He was a fat ass. And it showed up on the field. Bringing Emerson Griffin, and Gerald McCoy, Daryl Worley. They brought Clinton Hodge.
Griffin's still looking for a job, but they got let go by the Lions.
And that's the funny thing about a lot of players that we end up getting rid of. A lot of them end up being, not doing really, really well. A few do well, but for the most part, we hold on to people too long.
We're talking about free agents here, not people that we drafted.
Kramer Mahone. Aloha, Mark and Michael X. Fitz. Hilo, Hawaii. Love some Cowboys. Shout out to you for becoming a channel member. And we're going to be having some more new things for our channel members. In fact, D-Stu. D-Stu. Where are you, D-Stu? D2 Stu. Is the real D2 Stu? Stand up, because there was a fake one on Mike Fisher's line there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because Stu sent me a message that said, there's a fake D2 Stu on. I'm like, come on.
Are you sure about that?
Stewart said that to me. Stewart said, what? Listen, they fake all kinds of stuff, okay?
Of course they do.
No, and be careful. Listen, everybody, be careful on what you get when you get your emails, okay? I got now twice, and it scares the piss out of you when you see it, a notification from PayPal. We have suspended your PayPal account due to unverified bank account or something or other like that. And, you know, your account is now shut down for 5 days. To reinstate it, click here and, you know, and blah, 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 blah. Okay, so, right. But the thing is like my old AOL now has like icons in the you know, like a little picture and stuff on there. And I noticed when I looked at it, it's like, that's not the regular PayPal thing. And realize that you look at the email address that it came from, they fishing. So now today I got one from Amazon, and the funny thing was that the way they spelled it, they had the Z capitalized on it and stuff, and said that your Amazon account has been suspended. And I was like, so it's like, wait a minute. Amazon, so you're going to tell me that Amazon is going to suspend my account for being able to buy some shit?
They'll send you messages.
They don't care who buy it as long as you buy it, because Bezos going to outer space next month. He want to get every cent.
They'll send you messages like, oh, here's a receipt. It's like a receipt or something like that.
And that's where, again, just like I said, don't click on those things, delete them, and actually PayPal ones, they actually have a place where you can report it so they can go after the mother humpers. But everybody is trying to screw you over. So be careful. Kind of like the Washington football team is trying to, you know, fool everybody to thinking that they are a great team.
They might be good enough to be number 2 in the division, but I don't think they're winning the division.
Well, we'll get back to my cousin in a few minutes. But other news, we've gotten everybody except for 2 of our 3rd round picks under contract, okay? Which is Chauncey Golston and Noshawn Wright are the only 2 left to sign as far as our rookies. And this is where it's kind of cool for the Cowboys. We ended up signing all of our free agents before the draft, pretty much. You know, Keanu O'Neal and DeAndre Kazee. I feel like I'm sneezing. Kazee. Okay. All right. Kazee, Keith Urban, the guy from the Texans, the other defensive lineman. What's the candy? The stripper from? Now, what's his name? Damn, Sweets. What was his name? Sprinkles. Okay. Right. Well, you know, we signed all of those guys before we went to the draft. So they've already been exposed to the Dallas Cowboys early. Okay. You know, we've gotten
tight end.
Bohannon is signed. Yes, he is signed.
Well, he's going to be starting at center.
Well, I agree with you on that one.
He'll definitely start in that center. I mean, not center, but nose. Okay.
You know I'm crazy, right? Okay, Mikey, you can be honest now. You're around me every day. Am I losing it? Am I mentally kind of having strange things happening? You know, more so that you've noticed over the last couple of years?
Lose something.
You mean my mind?
I'm talking about when you lose like a physical item.
Okay, well, true. And then I kind of have those panic attacks where oh my God, where'd it go? I laid down. See, I've been taking a lot more meds for my knees. My knees are shot. I got to go back to the doctor. I had an MRI yesterday. Fortunately, I guess there's no metal in me because I didn't go into the MRI. You know, like they say, people are like, okay, you know, everybody talking about, oh, put a magnet on where you had the shot because you got metal in it. Okay, I did an MRI with these super magnets and I didn't get stuck to the wall. So I guess there's no metal in me because I just had my last shot like 2.5 weeks ago. Anyway, be that as it may, I was laying on the couch this evening because I was really tired, which I took just a little nap. We love you too, Miss Charles. Thank you. Just got okay. I was laying on the couch and I took a nap. And I had this dream. Okay, and this is what happens to, and I think it happens to the dogs. If you ever see a dog, an old dog that's laying there asleep, and you hear them kind of whining, and you see them kind of moving their legs, you know that they're having a dream that they're running around the fields chasing a rabbit or something like that. Okay, you know that, right? Yeah, I know you've seen Roscoe do that. Haven't you? I've seen Roscoe out there. It's like, yeah.
You do that before.
Yeah, right. I think that's what's happened with me when I was taking this nap, because I was having this dream that I was on the Dallas Cowboys defensive line, and Quentin Bohannon was the nose guard. I was playing tackle. And in the practice, we were talking to Dan Quinn. I know. Look, Mike's like, yeah, look, let me change the camera. Look, Mike's like, yeah, he's finally gone over this. But what we were talking about was, when we play the run, are we trying to hold the line of scrimmage, or are we trying to reset the line of scrimmage, as in a yard back? And there's a big difference between the two. If you've never played defensive line, then you may not understand. There's a read and react, which is basically you're grabbing a hold of the offensive lineman in front of your body, and whatever way they're trying to turn you, you're trying to fight pressure to go ahead, and their butt will lead you to the ball. Your butt at an offensive lineman is always towards the ball carrier, because you're trying to turn that guy. If you got your ass between the ball carrier and the defensive lineman, you won. Then you have defensive lines that are more aggressive, and what you're doing is you're actually trying to push the offensive lineman back a yard. And see, this is effective when you have a running back that's like Zeke Elliott, who is, once they get started going upfield and get ahead of steam on, they're hard to stop. So you try and reset the line of scrimmage by penetrating a yard. So that's where I was asking. So does this now make you think that I'm losing it a little bit more? And I tried to run. Oh no, I was actually. I didn't know if he came out and saw me, because I was like, was I running and whimpering? But anyway, and that makes me wonder on this defense, because I almost feel like we've gotten so many different looks, and we've got so much different information out here about things that are maybe that they're just trying to set up the defensive coordinators out there to have to look for different things, or if these are things that they may actually try. Because we hear about Micah Parsons. We've seen him at middle linebacker. We've seen him at weak side linebacker, right? We've seen him at strong side linebacker. And now he's working with D-Law as a pass rusher. So if you're a defensive coordinator and you're thinking that we've got this young guy who might be like a Chase Young ability as far as being able to rush the passer, who can be an outside linebacker, an inside linebacker, hell, he might line up as defensive end. He might line up outside of D-Law, where you now say, we're just going to come after you and we're just going to overload that side. That now offensive coordinators having to think about, how do we neutralize that? When you start hearing things about Tony Pollard being as a wide receiver, if he fits in and can be like a wide receiver, like a good wide receiver,
that's what he did in college.
Well, exactly. That changes the dynamics completely. Because one of the things with Jason Garrett, and why I need you to turn the page, Brian De La Rosa, is what we used to do with the Dallas Cowboys was we weren't trying to fool anybody. That worked in the 90s when you had a Larry Allen, okay? When you had a Larry Allen who was, literally bench pressing like 900 pounds and just pushing people over, you didn't have to hide anything. You could go up to the line of scrimmage and say, we're going to run the ball right here, and we challenge you to stop because you're just that good. And that worked. It ain't like that anymore. You got to be where they're not. And so if you're actually looking at a Tony Pollard, along with having a CeeDee Lamb and a Michael Gallup and Amari Cooper, and then I say Dalton Schultz and Blake Jarwin, and by the way, I think we've got the next Jason Witten here. I talked about that earlier today too. Now, as a defensive coordinator, you got something else that you got to think about. If Tony Pollard's in the backfield lining up pre-snap, goes into motion outside, now we got to worry about him as a wide receiver. And with him being in motion, that's getting him a running start where now your D-back is flat-footed. So these are all kind of things that you look at and say, Cowboys are getting some new wrinkles. The Cowboys are trying some new things. The Cowboys are going to be more unpredictable. It's not going to be, 3 yards in a cloud of dust like they used to say when I was growing up. He's the best and I won't trade him. Are we talking about Michael Gallup? Well, Damon Davis on Sean Lee. Interesting thing is he actually interviewed for a broadcasting spot. So at the moment, it's not looking like he's going to be a coach. Definitely not this year. I mean, I don't see them bring him in as a coach now. We're too far in the season.
He could be like Tony Romo.
Could be.
Because he knows the defensive side of the ball.
Well, if you're like skip, that's the reason why you take a home team discount, because you can get a job after the Cowboys. Yeah, okay.
No, you don't take a home team discount.
Dallas is not purposely letting anything out. They're only showing vanilla defenses. And, it's funny because me and Michael were talking about the preseason game, the blue and the silver and blue.
Oh, no, remember.
Yeah. Where we're like, yeah, we got a preseason, we got scrimmage and all that, and they literally had everything this close.
What did I say before the scrimmage?
Well, he was going to be doing all kinds.
Breakdown.
We're going to do on pray, Blake, and we're all watching like, really?
No, he was probably going to break down the sideline because that's all you could see.
And you couldn't exactly see that. Oh, but back to the channel members. D-Stu he is the man when it comes to Discord, okay? He is building the Discord link. I think, Stu, can you put the link in there? See,
yeah, the invite link.
The invite link, because I'm not good with it. Eric Freeman. Hey, Mark and Michael Anthony Fitness. Dak is on a mission this year. Can't wait. Oh, man. Thank you. Taking that money out.
All of it.
The blue and white game. Thank you, Miss. I said blue and silver. The table I have is blue and silver, so that's why I said blue and silver. Thank you. See, Miss Jackie always keeps me in line, don't she? Always keeps me in line. Okay, the blue and white scrimmage. And it ended up being that we didn't see Jack. And you're probably wondering why I got a 300-pound man with his leg up in the air.
Was he our next kicker?
No. Because he missed that 40-yarder, okay? This is one of those things that's kind of fun. Now, Jason Garrett was famous for always playing passing games with the quarterback after practice. He was always trying, let me show you. I still got it. Oh, you never had it, okay? Never had it. Stu just put the link in for our Discord channel. If you are a channel member, or if you want to end up checking it out, definitely check out the Discord channel. Stuart is building it. He'll have all the links, of course, for my videos and Michael Anthony's videos and everybody else's videos and stuff, and also news that are in there. We'll have discussions. It'll have everything for what?
No, you finished what you were saying.
It'll have, fantasy stuff, so you can ask questions about fantasy, because he doesn't want to say it, our fantasy football expert. In fact, on Sunday, we'll be doing another episode where he tries to convince me that fantasy football is a good thing. So.
Well, Jason Garrett's only famous for that.
Jason Garrett.
He's only famous for that Thanksgiving game they won. That's all he's famous for.
Well, that 8-8, 8-8, 8-8.
They can't be 8-8 anymore.
Okay. All right. I need that table, Mark. Okay, David. Thank you.
Take the money out.
Well, actually, that's what we should have done, was put a Joe Barty on top of it. That's what it needed, was the Joe Barty on it. Damn.
Well, you don't like the old school helmet?
Philly 500 sent me here. Fly, Eagles, fly. You know what?
Hey, thank you for coming.
Philly 500 sent you here? Seriously? And you came?
Mark Holmes, I'm coming for your meat.
Football 2104.
Did someone animate that?
What?
It looked like it's animated.
No, it's just poor quality.
I'm not saying, no, it just looks like it is.
So what did he send you here for, man? Did he send you here to spy on me? What's up with that?
I fire Howie. Fucking fire him. Motherfucker! Stupid motherfucker! What an idiot! What an idiot! Dallas has Amari Cooper and Gallup, but we don't need a receiver. Are you kidding me? I don't want Justin Jefferson. He's ass. He's
How good did you have to do?
I fire his ass. I fire his ass. I mean, Howie's got to be stupid. What are you doing? You just let Dallas take him.
So, yeah, tell him I sent your ass right back. How about that? Okay, because Philly 500 is ass. He's ass. All right, we kid because we love. So, what we used to always do was we would have games at the end of it. We would always end up getting, like, at the end of practice, like they'd get somebody who couldn't kick and all that. All right, if such and such makes this field goal, then, we're not going to run wind sprints. So everybody's getting around there. Oh, man, come on. And it's one of those things that it's fun to kind of get the team together.
Man, right behind them.
Yeah, you see him like, God, come on, hit it. I don't want to run any sprints. Come on, you mother. I forget the damn thing. All right, go ahead. Let go on the sideline. You're like, damn you, sorry son of a bitch. But these are all things that build team chemistry. So when they canceled practice for yesterday, they ended up doing some team building activity. We don't know what the team building activity was, but hell, it might have been going out bowling or something. I don't know, but they're trying to build a tight-knit group of guys. They got them in early. They're creating competition, and it seems to be friendly competition. You don't have anybody who's, crying like a little punk-ass bitch like Carson Wentz because I got benched. I want to go someplace else. No, I don't want to go there. I want to go over there. You know what? Yeah, take your crybaby ass out.
Over, too, because of his attitude.
Right.
Because what was it? The Bears, we'll take Carson Wentz if he wants to come here, and they were going to give him the best offer, too.
So...
I was like, I don't want to go because.
And since we have a couple of Eagles, since we have a couple of Eagle fans in here, when Daniel Jones came to the autograph signing 2 years ago, remember we had Jobu over calling Daniel Jones? We had literally.
We got the
and Daniel Jones looked up, saw Jobu, and looked back down. He wouldn't look up anymore. He wouldn't look up. But I dare say that Daniel Jones has not been real good. Jalen Hurts is coming to the autograph signing in July.
I would get his if it's not that expensive.
You know how funny it would be to go ahead and go up. Well, now here's what I'll get Jalen Hurts autograph. I'll give it to Philly 500, but I'll put Jobu on the table, snap the picture with them. Okay. Do you know how crazy that would be? Oh, anybody else think that would be a good idea? Anybody else?
Or you can get
anybody else dare me?
Or what you do is you pay for a photo op and you get Jobu and him to take a picture together.
Oh, snap.
Photo op.
That's why. That's my boy. That's my. Oh my God, that would be hilarious.
I don't know what photo ops are, but
it would be worth $1,000 right there. Okay, no, I'm just saying that they say one picture is worth 1,000 words. That would be oh my God. Oh, escape the night, dude. Mike, we're on a mission, man.
And what you do is you get
Cowboy Jobu.
No, you get the photo op, you get a copy for your fellas, and you send one to Philly 500 with his signature on it.
Oh man, I'll say, here you go, Philly. I'll say Philly 500 sent me. Oh man, that would be okay. All right, we know what we're gonna do. We know what we're gonna do. Bet Philly is Andy Reid has Kansas City on fire.
Of course he does.
Oh, bet Philly is mad at Andy. Yeah, they got rid of him. Jalen Hurts will be owned by the East. That will be the curse. He has a perfect situation in Indy, and people always say Dak has everything perfect. Yep. Oh, just Jackie, 100%. 100%. I have to agree with you. What's up, Michael Fife? Escape the night. Dude, laughing ass off. Okay, so, other news. Dak says, listen, I've got paid, and wait, where is it? Oh, I love it. I don't know if you've seen this.
Oh,
Mike.
the meme.
You got to love this.
God damn it, I like the way you do business.
I love it.
I like the way you do business.
I love that. I love that. Derek, thank you very much, Derek. Boom.
Take the money out, all of it.
All right, so Dak says, basically, I have put this injury behind me. It is done. I don't think about it on the field, and I'm excited about where he is. Now, on the flip side, and people are saying I'm being a hater. I'm not trying to be a hater. Sheila Neal. Oh, Sheila. What's up, Sheila? How you doing? I'm not trying to be a hater, but Amari Cooper and Dak Prescott is definitely a thing. The two of them have been golden together. Let's be clear, because people are saying, "Oh, Derek Carr is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott." Well, with Derek Carr, Amari Cooper's numbers were terrible till he got there with Dak. With no training camp. I'm not so worried about him having training. Oh, Victor Westfalls, thank you.
Take the money out.
I'm not so worried about him missing training camp. What I'm worried about is it seems like he's beginning to get chronic injuries.
And maybe that's why we drafted a wide receiver this year in the draft.
Well, Semi, this is the wild card here.
And he was the best wide receiver when we picked him.
He's a big body. He could be a possession type of wide receiver. Now, again, he's young, but you build towards the future.
Yeah, but he'll probably be on the special teams, stars with special teams.
Well, to me, this is the thing.
And then we'll see where it goes from there.
Michael Gallup is still relatively young. Amari Cooper is still really young. But you're seeing every offseason having to deal with this where he's missing time for training camp. So I look at Dak Prescott, who had, catastrophic failure of his ankle, then had a clean-out surgery, and Dak is back to a full go. Here it is. Amari Cooper had surgery January 7th. They said that was just a clean-out, that it was just routine clean-out, and that he would need minimal rehab. And now we're talking about the beginning of training camp could be in jeopardy. That's almost as much time as Dak has had to go through the two operations he's been in. So to me, that means either there were complications or that ankle was worse than we thought. So in my mind, as people keep saying, "Oh, well, Michael Gallup, trade him so we can fix the defense," or Michael Gallup, you let him walk, I'm kind of like, I don't know that you do that.
I think it'll be Amari Cooper if the injury stuff keeps.
Well, and the other dynamic is, that the Cowboys will be about $20 million over the cap. One of those ways you can reduce that number is with Amari Cooper. And I'm not saying, believe me, you'll miss Amari Cooper. You'll miss a healthy Amari Cooper.
Yeah, but if he keeps having injury problems, you got to say,
that's exactly.
That's happened with Des Bryant. He had chronic injuries, and we had to let him go. And he wasn't gelling with Dak Prescott.
He can will himself to heal. Yeah, well, that may Philly D fan. Whoa, what's up, Philly D? That may be true, but like I said, the injury the work that was done on Amari Cooper was not catastrophic ankle failure, okay? It wasn't broken bones. It was a clean-out surgery. And that's got me worried about the longevity of it. Escape the night, dude, for y'all. We ready for y'all? Oh, Lordy. These Eagle fans, or is that a Washington fan? But he gets benched and traded. The Eagles are still paying. That's that 5-time world champ. Shout out to you. Yeah, they are paying Carson Wentz $32 million to go away. We talk about, Dak should take a discount because he's working for America's team. Carson Wentz didn't say, you know what, I'm going to give you some of that money back because I played like ass. They didn't, did he? Only way Cowboys will win ball games is a botched onside kick. Ha, 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 ha. Okay. Well, you know what? I tell you a couple of things in here that are interesting. Here's at least odds to win the NFC East. Dallas Cowboys plus 105. Washington football team 275. New York Giants plus 450. And Philadelphia Eagles, poor Philadelphia Eagles, plus 500. You know what?
I don't think that the New York Giants are going to be better than Washington.
But here's the thing. If the Cowboys win, you ain't making no money. You're only going to get 105 payout, huh?
Of course you're not.
Right.
Because Cowboys are shooing to win the division if you look at the odds.
Well, so this brings into mind, man, it's 10 o'clock already? Good God. Oh, I tell you what. How about we go ahead, let's do our drawing. And we're going to go in a little overtime here tonight, okay? Michael Anthony. Oh, wrong camera. Wrong. Okay. I got too many damn cameras over here. Let's take a look at that. Look at that table there. All right, Michael Anthony is going to do this. Get CJ in there. Get CJ Leonard up in there before you go ahead and go. Or you already got it. All right. So what you see in front of you guys there, you see where the Cowboys helmet's on there? That is our end table. We're going to be giving that away in a future drawing. Everybody who actually does Super Chat tonight is entered, and actually for the last 2 weeks. We're just going to build it up some. Right now, we are giving away a Joe Bardi. All right. Jay Smalls, 5903. Jay Smalls. I think Jay Smalls just ordered a rack. I think he just bought a rack. Yep. Jay Smalls, shout out to you. You are our winner chicken dinner tonight. My father is 75 and he's only seen one Eagles Super Bowl in his lifetime. Damn.
Well, you remember when you went to the Super Bowl, you saw that couple?
Oh my God. that was insane. Because
I remember you telling me about that where y'all were sitting.
Actually, I felt good for them. I felt good for them, and I also was kind of like, ugh.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, I rather have
they had been season ticket holders since 1973.
That's a long time.
1973, and they were there at the Super Bowl watching their team. Yes, and they were rising and falling with the game as it was going through. And when they finally won, they were like, I was like, oh, people, tugging each other, get it rough, stop. I want my mama. Okay.
You always bet on the NFC East in the Super Bowl versus the AFC East because we have better odds.
True.
Because we only lost 2 and twice.
All right. Well, okay, that's true. But so today, okay, my cousin, y'all remember my cousin Daniel, okay? Daniel, who looks like Looney, like Looney Tunes. He looks like him, okay? Who takes no shit. And he gonna put it out there. Hey, man, Mark, I tell you what, man, this is some. He'll tell it like it is. He holds no punches and gives no fucks. Okay, excuse my language. He called me about my knee and things, and because, man, how's the knee and stuff? Because I sent him. I sent literally 3 screenshots of all the things that were listed wrong from the MRI for my knee, and he's like, dude, how the fuck are you walking around? I'm like, I don't know. I just do. Just deal with the pain and just keep on going, you know? I guess it's kind of like, damn, can't remember the name of the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'll be back. See, look, I'm getting dementia. Oh my God, the movie that made Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'll be back. Where they came back, he was a robot from the future and all that. But the second one, oh my God, I can't remember. Terminator, that's it. Terminator 2, you know, where they got the liquid metal guy and they freeze him and he's walking and he's frozen and all of a sudden his leg just kind of cracks. That's how I feel like my leg is. I just keep on walking and crack. Oh, there it goes. Okay, that's literally how I feel with my knees. So he was calling me about that, and then he got talking about his football team. He's like, man, with that defense we got, man, and, you know, now we got Ryan Fitzpatrick. I said, hold up, dude. I said, ain't nobody else ever said we are a Ryan Fitzpatrick away from being good.
Ask 10 other teams.
I mean, seriously.
That he played for.
He's played for 11 teams now. 11 teams. If he was good, don't you think one of them would have held on to him? He's always been like the placeholder for the young guy. He's good for about 4 games. Oh, Ryan Fitzpatrick, man, he's Fitzmagic. And then he does a disappearing act. And he's like, nah, man, but see, we got that great defense, man. That defense. I was like, wait a minute, dude, come on. I said, is your defense really that good? Because last I checked, You beat us twice when we had, alphabet soup of quarterbacks. You beat Carson Wentz and the Eagles 2 times, and they were ass. But you even lost to the Giants one time. The Giants with the 31st rated offense. If your defense is so great, how come they didn't score like 14 points? Seriously. You had Cincinnati, not with Joe Burrow. You had the 49ers with like 4th-string quarterback. I'm kind of like, you might want to slow your roll just a little bit there. They played good at times, but other times they weren't that good.
When they played the 49ers, Josh Rosen was playing. Fourth-string quarterback.
I didn't realize it was Josh Rosen. Shit.
He's a 3rd or 4th-string quarterback.
Shit.
I don't know if he's still in the league or not. That's when
I go to my cousin.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
That's exactly what I mean, are you crazy or just play? I'm sorry, but that's just not the ticket, man. They're feeling that Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to take him over the top. I'm telling you.
Yeah, for number 2 in the division.
If I'm Ryan Fitzpatrick, I just want to know, what game is it going to be? Washington, and I'm not wishing bad on him, but you got to look at, sometimes teams are known for things, and Washington is known for killing quarterbacks' career. This will probably be the last team that Ryan Fitzpatrick ever played. I mean, seriously.
It's a 1-year deal, so hopefully he can come out healthy.
But how many, look, Donovan McNabb came through there. But Donovan McNabb, being a McNugget. He's a great quarterback, right?
$40 million.
And 1 year, and he was done. Right?
He got quarterback.
Alex Smith. Okay, Alex Smith had never been injured before in his life, and look what happened to him.
They got the worst doctors in the league because
they killed poor Jason Campbell and then RG3, right? I'm just kind of like, I mean, it's kind of like one of those
Richardson
things
too. Don't forget about Richardson.
Right? Yeah.
With that growth.
I mean Trent Williams.
Yeah, Trent Williams.
But it's kind of like, if you're a quarterback going to Washington, you got to feel like it's the movie Get Out, because you're seeing all the other guys there with that teardrop coming down, like, get out alive.
They don't have the best doctors in the league either.
Well,
that's why Alex Smith got worse, because it got affected.
Washington is the place that quarterbacks' careers go to die. It doesn't matter if you're a 1st-round draft pick. It doesn't matter if you're a journeyman quarterback. It doesn't matter if you've been actually a really good quarterback. For whatever reason, the Washington football team, they destroy quarterbacks. Of
course they do, because they overpay guys and don't get.
Well, I don't know if it's overpaying them or not. That got nothing to do with them.
They're one to overpay Amari Cooper, and he said, "Nah, I'd rather go back to Dallas. And I'll take a little bit less." Back to Dallas.
Yeah, well,
he didn't want to take the money. It wasn't about the money at that point.
True on that one. And then we have, of course, now there's questioning about Jason Garrett. About if Jason Garrett can, do something with that offense. That in the sense that Jason Garrett's the offensive coordinator with the 31st rated offense last year. If they can do something with that offense.
What? Why did we get a wide receiver? Why did we get a wide receiver?
Don't worry about it. Why
did we get a wide receiver?
They got some. Oh, damn, he a dog. Oh, shit, he is a dog.
Wide receiver.
That's a good pick.
Rashid. But hopefully this is not what happens to Fitzmagic. Troy Daniels. Okay. Jason Garrett is a little bit on the hot seat with Danny Dimes, and it'll be interesting to see what they're able to actually do. But they've got all kinds of wide receivers. I still think their offensive line is suspect. I think Danny Dimes is not a good quarterback.
That's the problem. I think it's their line.
Which is why Rashid was like, why did we draft a wide receiver? Yeah, well.
You look at, what is it, Browns, they finally got that line taken care of, and look how much better Baker Mayfield is because that line is actually better.
Well, they got a great running game, too.
That too, but I'm saying, they got pieces, and they got a line to help keep the man up.
Nick Chubb is the real deal.
And New York doesn't have a line.
Miss Charles just joined the Jobu Sports Report. You just came to channel. Oh, thank you, Miss Charles. Shout out to you. Oh, snap. Now, Dak Prescott, talking about his wide receiver. My expectations are super high, throwing it to him and watching him get off the line, run routes, go up, get contested balls, and time again. It's exciting. He is big time and definitely will have a breakout season.
We gave encouragement to our wide receiver we drafted too.
Semi, yeah. You know, that's where I say watch Semi. Semi might be doing a little bit playing as we get down. We've got a lot of guys that are, have a lot of potential. And see, the good thing for a receiver is you're not the only one. You know, you're not going to a team where you're the only good receiver out there and going to garner all the attention. You got so many guys that you have to, defense coordinator could look at and say, hey, Jessica, how you doing? Hey, what's up, Jessica? That you have to look at and say, we can't just say double team Amari Cooper because CeeDee Lamb is just as good. Michael Gallup can go down the field. You kind of have to have, a great cornerbacks to deal with these guys. If Dak is on the ball, if Dak can hit these receivers, the sky's the limit. The sky is the limit on that stuff. So I'm excited about all of that. And here's another one of those little tad bits here. Our whole goal here is to win it all. That's everybody's goal coming into the season. If you're not doing that, you're falling short. So there's room for improvement all around. And that seems to be the mantra here. I think too many times, and I'm not trying to pound the dead horse of Jason Garrett, but it seemed like, especially after the 2015 season, that the Cowboys ended up being like, we got this, and they didn't change anything. You had Zeke Elliott running well. You had Dak Prescott as the bus driver. We're our offense is great, and then the next year, teams learned how to counter them, and it ended up being.
He's back.
Eastside. You know what? I love it when a troll comes in and pays to come in. See, Eastside, you my man, Eastside. You know what?
Take the money out, all of it.
But Eastside
Situation requires is a whole lot more, and you shut your mother ass up.
Eastside. I want to ask you something, Eastside. I've been waiting. I've been saving this for a while now, Eastside. Eastside, how does it feel that in the CBS top 100 rankings, that's where they look at all the teams. There's 32 teams, right? If you divide that into 100, that should be like 3 players per team on average. Your team has 1 player on that list. Just one. And he don't want to play for you. How does that make you feel? Watson is the only one who's on the list. And he like, I'm done with you mother humpers. Now, we heard on Mike Fisher's channel that a friend of Deshaun Watson's, says he wants to go to Denver. I saw another rumor where somebody said that Aaron Rodgers would probably, who was it that said that? Trying to remember. Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon said he thinks that Aaron Rodgers will end up in Denver.
Why would you want to go to Denver?
You want to get to, because look, he don't want to be in Houston with Eastside Harold. He like, oh hell no, I'll go anywhere. Well, Denver's not a bad city.
Yeah, but
they've got a football tradition. They've won some shit. They've got Hall of Famers, unlike the Texans.
But if you're a quarterback, that's probably one of the worst quarterback situations to go into. Because they're still looking for a quarterback.
Who?
Denver.
Right, that's the place to go. They need a quarterback. I'm a quarterback. I'm really good. I don't have any competition. I'll get paid, and then I can leave all these crazy people.
Former quarterback.
Well, that's where you can go ahead and say you're a genius now, because you look at it from the Peyton Manning situation. They brought in Peyton Manning. They won a Super Bowl. They got a really good defense.
And who did they bring in last year?
Oh, they brought in. I mean, they had Joe Flacco, and they got Drew Lock in there. I mean, they're becoming like the Washington out west, where quarterbacks' careers go to die.
They struck gold with Peyton Manning.
Well, Did Eastside leave? Oh, he's not responding, huh? Eastside, well, thank you for your money, Eastside. We appreciate it. Escape tonight. Beautiful ladies in here. As an Eagle fan, I must say Cowboys looking cute. See, that's the difference. See, and do me a favor, Escape tonight. Everybody's welcome in here. We got Philly D in here. He's got merchandise from my built by my two hands at his home. Okay, all right, proudly there. I mean, I almost spontaneously combusted when I touched those Eagle colors, but I did it. Just do me a favor, man. See, I understand how some of you Eagle fans are, that some of y'all in your mama's basement and you've never actually talked to a girl before, okay? Understand we have nice ladies in here, so treat them with respect, okay? Because we used to have some Eagle fans that come in and say, go make me a sandwich. I was like, what the... Are you stupid? Do you not know how to talk to the lovely ladies? So don't scare the ladies away, okay? Don't scare the ladies away. All right, so just be cool. Be cool, because you might learn a few things in here on how to relate to the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Now, yeah, I can say with the utmost truth, I cannot stand the Philadelphia Eagles. And this is why I do not like fantasy football, because I do not want any Eagles, no Giants or Washington players on my team. But I'm okay with some Eagle fans as long as they're not, ass. You got some of them crazy ones.
Are you sure?
You got what?
Because Philly 500 is kind of talking about. I'm like,
oh well, he's he's just turning into a stalker. Okay, he knows what's coming for him. Okay,
well, he knows because he did a live stream last week.
I know.
Or this week with your picture in the background.
Mike, he's literally will do a video where he's got me in it, and then he will send me a text message with the video link on here, okay? And then go in his video, Mark Holmes is blowing up my phone all the time. He's always texting me. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I ain't doing that.
Picture in your video.
Yeah, but the thing that he doesn't seem to understand is this.
You play to win the game. Hello? You play to win the game. You don't play to just play it. That's the great thing about sports. You play to win. And I don't care if you don't have any wins.
Wilson! Todd Wilson!
When you start telling me it doesn't matter, then retire. Get out. Because it matters.
That's right. You played to win the game, Philly. So we're okay. In a little competition. And Philly 500, he's my dog. He's cool people. He's a little. What you shaking your head for? He a little crazy. I'll admit it. He's a little crazy, but he's still good people. Oh well, that is that I must admit that was.
I hope you're talking about
that was kind of creepy.
I hope you're talking about
I'm coming for your meat.
that you grill or you smoke. I hope that's what you're talking about.
I'm sorry.
That's what you're talking about.
That's just creepy. I'm sorry, it's just creepy, but it is what it is. So our goal here is to win it all. So at least that's what they're thinking about. That's what they're working towards. And for us to actually have everybody, with the exception of Mari Cooper, pretty much back, bodes well. I love the way Tyrone Crawford looks like he's actually slimmed down a bit. He seems to be moving well from what we've seen. Lyle Collins has definitely dropped about 10 pounds. Zeke Elliott looks very svelte. I think that's a good word. And looks to rebound. But it's kind of crazy when you think about 3 years ago when we were talking about running backs. It was, Zeke Elliott, it was Todd Gurley, and Melvin Gordon were like the big three. And to see how Todd Gurley, he's now a journeyman running back trying to get a gig right now and can't seem to find a job. Melvin Gordon is with Denver, but, he ain't raising any cane anymore. They literally have dropped off the face of the earth. I'm hoping. Now, Eastside, I must admit that you do understand what washed up is, because that's all you have in Houston. But you know what? Go ahead.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, real hating, man, that's like an art form, man. You know, it's like you like a born hater, you know, like myself, man. You know, a lot of cats think they hate, but, man, I mean, I'm mad at everything, man. You know, brother got a nice car, man. Why you got a car, man? I only got one car. Why you got 3 cars or a wife or all that, man? That's played out, man. I hate on it till he's totally broke and ain't got nothing like me, you know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, that's what real hating is all about, man.
Yeah, Eastside. You know, the funny thing is, Zeke Elliott might be washed up, Eastside, but guess what? He's still better than anything you got with the Texans. Anything. Eastside used to wash up. I'm lost on that one. Zeke going to show you differently. I think Zeke's going to be used a little bit differently because I don't think we're going to be the pound the rock football, that this is going to be a wide open offense, which is going to stretch the field, which is going to make more one-on-one battles. Zeke's not washed up, Eastside, killing me worrying about David Johnson. Yeah, that dude, now that mother humper is washed up. Mark's old ass, Ingram and Philip Lindsay, you're washed up your mess. There you go. Go get him, man. Go get him. Sick him. Eastside, do you feel lonely, Eastside? Is this getting to be sad because the football season's coming and you know that your team is going to suck? Is that what it is? Oh, I'm sorry, Eastside. I feel so bad for you. I guess. One more thing, and I know the YouTube police will probably get me on this one, but I want to play this because this is kind of cool because this is what transpired 3 months ago. The off season of unknowns. And I want us to think it back to where we were 3 months ago. 3 months ago, there were a lot of unknowns and a lot of questions. So the question is, have the Dallas Cowboys actually answered a lot of them?
Who has bigger question marks this offseason? The Steelers or the Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys?
How about them?
The Dallas Cowboys got the bigger question marks, big dog, because they have question marks everywhere as I see it. Let's start with this. Cowboys have a question mark as their head coach. Is he a competent and quality head coach?
You mean the Super Bowl winning head coach?
Yeah, the Super Bowl winning head coach
okay.
who actually has a losing record outside of his Hall of Fame quarterback. That one. The Super Bowl winning head coach who has a losing record outside of Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. That one, because on the flip side, Mike Tomlin also has a Hall of Fame quarterback. He does, Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh, he looking.
But outside of Ben Roethlisberger, Mike Tomlin is still a winning head coach. So first question I got is, at the coaching level, Cowboys, what's really good? I just told y'all, but see it with your own eyes. Mike Tomlin without Big Ben, 18-15. Every quarterback that has started multiple games for Mike Tomlin actually has a winning record. But Mike McCarthy without Favre and Rodgers, Marcellus, that's a palindrome, 1-2-2-1. But that don't look good now.
Okay.
Palindrome, same thing forward and backwards.
I know what you're talking about.
So that's my first question around the coach. My second question is around the star players. The star players for the Dallas Cowboys, the players commanding the highest cap, Jalen Smith, Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, Ezekiel Elliott, Dak Prescott, all those players, Amari Cooper. Only Amari Cooper, Marcellus, played every game and played a good season last year.
Right now, he's the one that's not on the field.
Played every game and played a good season. I'm going to give you all these names again because they're stars so y'all remember them. DeMarcus Lawrence, $25 million hit. Amari Cooper, $20+ million hit. Zach Martin, Tyron Smith, Ezekiel Elliott, Dak Prescott, Lyle Collins. Only Amari Cooper played all the games and played well. Mind you, Amari Cooper still missed one game. So I have questions around the star players because T.J. Watt, star player for the Steelers, he was in the running for Defensive Player of the Year. Minkah Fitzpatrick, star player for the Steelers, he was
Philly D.
Safety again. And now I also have questions.
Take the money out! All of it!
See, because the difference between the Cowboys and the Steelers, first day of off season this year, Cowboys don't have a quarterback. Dak Prescott technically would have to be tagged again. Whereas the Steelers, Ben Roethlisberger is still under contract.
So we signed Dak.
Those are just a few of my questions. Cowboys have so many more than these Steelers, big dog.
I would love to come up here and give you some fireworks and disagree with you. but I'm just going to disagree with you without the fireworks, okay? You know it's the Pittsburgh Steelers. Every single day when I'm taking my little biscuit to preschool.
My little biscuit.
He's going to pre-K. I don't know what they call it, DK, all this stuff. Whatever, it costs too much. That's all I know. But anyway, every day we're driving, we're on the 101 freeway, and we look to the left, we look to the east, and guess what we see? Universal Studios. And every day my son says, Daddy, when are we going to be able to go to Universal Studios again? I'm like, son, one day soon after the pandemic. I talk to my son like a real young man so he can understand this real world. Let me speak to you, young man, so you can understand.
Oh,
please do. When we're talking about an experience, two things come to mind when I think about any experience, an attraction, amusement park, whatever it may be, any journey. One is, what is the path? And the path of least resistance. And the second thing will be, who is my tour guide? Because I'm unfamiliar with this conversation, this situation.
Tour guide, here we go.
When I look at the Pittsburgh Steelers, that is not the path of least resistance versus the Cowboys. What won the division in the NFC East last year? What was that record?
7-9.
Yeah.
Oh.
What was the record that won it in the AFC North? Was it 7-9? No, it wasn't. Matter of fact, let's go further than that because you know the answer. You're hurting right now.
Go get it. Go get it, Wiley.
Most difficult road to success. AFC North had the most difficult division by wins and losses, correct? 60% win percentage, 38, 25, and 1. Okay, so we talked about the path of least resistance. Pittsburgh has the path of most resistance. Okay. Now let's talk about the tour guide. Because you know what? Who cares about all those obstacles in the way? As long as we have the most important position solidified. Ben Roethlisberger, lead us. Oh, God, Lord. Ben Roethlisberger. The same guy who's still contemplating retirement again.
Oh.
The same guy who won't help and mentor anyone. The same guy who sent signals upstairs to the organization that I'm on the fence. So guess what the organization has to do? What's that? Prepare for the next in the now.
Take the money out!
Let's talk about the now before we get to the next. Ben Roethlisberger started off 11-0 this year. They were out there balling.
All right, I can kill it because they're going to go in there. But let's go back to 3 months ago. And Alan Williams, you are 100% right. Thank you for the super chat. These Cowboy females are smart, intelligent, independent, and will let you have it when Dak is disrespected. Love these Cowboy females. Shout out to the ladies. Yes. There you go. And that's why that's why I say, Eagle fans, be cool with my ladies. Don't come in here, messing up the room. Don't come in here doing that. All right. So, Pittsburgh was a fraud of the 2021 season. Salute to all my real Cowboy fans, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. So think about this. 3 months ago, Dak Prescott, we had the unknown of, would he be ready for even training camp? We hadn't even gotten a contract for him. We looked at Tyron Smith and La'el Collins and in that situation on, are we going to have an offensive line? We looked at the defense and said, man, this defense is going to be ass. And from the standpoint of where we were there, you can see already the Dan Quinn hire, who, when we first hired him, a lot of people were like, Dan Quinn, he's a loser. He went to the Super Bowl and blew a big lead. And I'm kind of like, he went to the Super Bowl. We ain't done that in like 25 plus years. So, I'm okay if we get there. I wouldn't be happy about losing, but I'd take us going to the Super Bowl right now from where we were. But you can see the way that he's gotten the players to coalesce around him, and you could see the excitement on the players where you really and truly feel like these guys are getting pumped up. These guys are getting excited. These guys are looking for more than just getting a big paycheck. They're looking at trying to be part of that Dallas Cowboys star that's right there and trying to create their own legacy. I'm excited about where they are. I'm excited about how much has changed in the course of 3 months with this, where we're beginning to get some of these questions answered. And it seems like, for the most part, if you were the GM right now, where would you say we've got to make a big change, that we've got a big problem and a big hole that has to be fixed? And I dare say, you don't have anything where you've got the fire sirens going off and saying that there's no way in the world. We have competition in almost every position. We have our quarterback who's back and going to be 100% for training camp. We have our wide receivers with the exception of Amari Cooper that'll be ready to rock and roll. But Mike J, whoa.
Take the money out!
There we go. You've got to say that the Cowboys are beginning to answer a lot of the questions that we had. And for the Washington football team, with my cousin who thinks that, oh, man, we're great. They won in a division that was terrible. Terrible. 7-9. They should have been able to at least blow everybody out in our division because all of us were bad. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The Giants were bad. The Eagles were bad. The Cowboys without Dak Prescott were bad. Yet Washington still had to struggle to win that division. I'm not ready to say that they're great and that, let's anoint them as one of the best teams in the NFC East.
They might be second at best.
They might end up going down the toilet too.
I'm just saying I think they're better than the Giants. That's not saying
well,
and the Eagles.
But you know what? That's why you play the games, because you don't know what you
Dallas
don't know.
Win the division, then the New York, then the Washington will be number 2.
Yeah.
Because I don't think.
All right. So with that being said, we got in a half an hour overtime. I hope you guys actually like the table. Like I said, I can't give it away just yet because I need to use that one because that's the prototype. That's the original. One of you guys or you ladies will end up winning that in the next, not next week, we'll say the week after. We'll do the drawing for that one. One of y'all will win that one, and I'll be making some other ones. I think it's actually pretty cool, and you will have the very first original one, so I appreciate that. I will eventually figure out how we can ship them and put them on the website because I've had a lot of people that have asked, hey, how can I get one and stuff? So I will let you know on that one. Mike, you got anything to add? Nope. Did I miss anything?
Not that I know of.
Okay. All right. With that being said, it's time to get those shot glasses out. Get your shot glasses ready, everybody.
Shot, 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 shot.
right, everybody, have a great weekend. Be safe out there. I've actually got to go down the country tomorrow and take care of some business. But you know, I will always be here bringing you whatever happens with the Dallas Cowboys. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Somebody asked how you end up getting into the drawings for the table. If you become a channel member or if you end up doing a super chat, then we'll add you. And we had 2 new channel members. If you became a channel member and have not gotten a shot glass, make sure you email me at cowboysmark94@gmail.com so that way we can get you your shot glass. I appreciate all the support and all the love. And guys and ladies, it's better days ahead for all of us. I'm Mark Holmes, and I'll see you soon.
The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again. They got it.
Oh boy. Good night, everybody. I will see you